The Diesel Brothers Garage is famous for cars, chaos, and Heavy D, and Dave Diesel leading the way. But after years of chasing dreams and building their empire, what's inside now isn't just car parts. It's a story that is heartbreaking, shocking, and full of surprises. What did they find, and why does it hit so hard? Stay with us because we're about to reveal it all. But to truly understand why this is so surprising, we need to go back to where it all began. From zero to Garage Kings. The story of the Diesel Brothers started long before the cameras ever rolled. It began with two friends in Utah, Heavy D, whose real name is David Sparks, and Diesel Dave, whose real name is David Kiley. They weren't chasing fame. They just loved diesel trucks, building wild machines, and having a blast while doing it. Before any of that, Heavy D ran a small used car lot. He got his dealer's license at a young age, partly because he had learned responsibility earlier than most. As a teenager, he even took out a loan to buy his first car, a 1988 Chevy K5 Blazer. Handling that loan taught him about money, business, and taking care of what he owned. Those lessons planted the seed for bigger dreams, dreams that eventually grew into Diesel Sellers, the company that would change his life. However, Diesel Dave entered the story in a simple, almost ordinary moment. He met Heavy D at a church event. Their friendship grew quickly, strengthened by the fact that they had known each other since the 8th grade. Dave didn't come from the truck industry. Before teaming up with Heavy D, he worked different jobs in different places, learning whatever he could along the way. When he joined Heavy D in the business, their partnership became the heart of what would later be known around the world as the Diesel Brothers brand. The idea behind their business was straightforward. Buy damaged or run-down diesel trucks, rebuild them from the ground up, and turn them into powerful, eye-catching machines. They wanted heavy, loud, monstrous vehicles, trucks that couldn't be ignored. Working out of a small shop, they filmed their progress, capturing every weld, every repair, every engine roar, and every moment of humor that happened along the way. At first, the videos were simply posted on Facebook, but they videos soon took on a life of their own. People loved the builds, but they also loved the personalities behind the work. The jokes, the pranks, the energy, they all made the crew feel familiar, like friends you could watch every day. The view count began to rise. The audience grew. And slowly, the Diesel Sellers name started spreading far beyond Utah. Everything changed when one of their online clips found its way to The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Jay Leno, known for his love of cars, featured the video on national television. Overnight, the Diesel Brothers' reach exploded. New audiences discovered their work, and their platform grew faster than they had ever imagined. What happened next felt almost unreal. The Discovery Channel began calling them, interested in turning their builds and their personalities into a full television series. At first, the crew ignored the calls, assuming they were jokes or spam. But when they finally picked up, they realized the offer was genuine. Discovery wanted to create a reality show that would follow their shop, their projects, and their growing team. That show became Diesel Brothers, which premiered on January 4, 2016. Although the name suggested family ties, the brothers were not related by blood. Instead, they were connected by friendship, loyalty, and a shared vision. As the series expanded, so did the crew. The Muscle, a longtime friend with a background in fitness and personal training, joined the team. His strength, humor, and giant personality fit perfectly into the world the Diesel Brothers were building. Another key figure, known as Redbeard, also stepped in. Before his time on the show, he had worked as a shoe salesman, a gold miner, and even a dog groomer. The variety of backgrounds within the team added depth to the shop's story and gave the show a cast of characters viewers could connect with. The show didn't just focus on trucks and engines, it was the Diesel Brothers themselves who really drew people in. But what exactly did they do to keep viewers hooked, episode after episode? The image they projected on screen. On screen, the Diesel Brothers look like a group of friends living the dream, laughing, joking, pulling pranks, and building giant diesel machines that leave fans amazed. The humor is real, the energy is real, and the pranks are definitely real. But behind that lighthearted style is a level of hard work most viewers never see. Heavy D, Diesel Dave, and the rest of their crew don't just make a TV show. They run a full business at the same time. Their brand, Diesel Sellers, depends on the trucks they build, the parts they design, and the merchandise they sell. And every one of those products starts in the shop, long before the cameras roll. Their process is intense. It begins with searching for old, damaged, or worn-out trucks that most people wouldn't look at twice. From there, the team dreams up what those trucks could become. They sketch ideas, test concepts, and plan out which custom parts they'll need to bring the transformation to life. Unlike big companies with assembly lines, every truck they build is one of a kind. No two projects are the same, and nothing is made in bulk. If the team needs a part that doesn't exist, they have to make it from scratch. That means cutting steel, welding new frames, fabricating mounts, and adjusting components until the truck looks and runs exactly how they imagined. And not every idea works the first time. Even with years of experience, some builds have gone wrong. Some trucks needed to be redesigned, rebuilt, or completely re-engineered. It's part of the job, and it's part of the pressure the shop deals with every day. On top of all that work, they're filming a television show. Producing a single episode takes months. Planning, setting up scenes, filming builds, refilming moments that didn't record correctly, and capturing all the creative chaos that fans expect. It's long days, late nights, and constant stress. The show might look relaxed, but the crew is constantly balancing deadlines, customer expectations, and camera schedules. Still, they've never lost their sense of fun. The Diesel Brothers shop is a real working garage, but it's also a giant playground for the cast. They hide tools from each other, stash each other's trucks in random corners, and turn big machines into props for jokes. It's the kind of place where pranking someone is just as normal as installing a turbocharger. And yet, even in the middle of all the silliness, the work never stops. Engines still need to be tuned, frames still need welding, parts still need painting. They can joke around all they want, but they know that their reputation depends on what rolls out of that shop. That's the real picture, a business built on long days, tough builds, and mountains of effort, mixed with humor, friendship, and the kind of pranks only mechanics could invent. The Diesel Brothers live by a simple idea: work hard, play hard. They push themselves to create insane machines, and they have a good time doing it. For fans watching at home, that mix of sweat and laughter is exactly what keeps the show unforgettable. Yet somehow, they manage to turn all that chaos into a powerful brand. But how did they actually pull it off? How they built their garage empire? If there's one thing the Diesel Brothers know, it's how to build a brand. People remember their signature bearded skull logo, bold, rugged, and instantly recognizable, has become a symbol that fans everywhere connect with. But it's not just the logo that made them huge. What really powers the Diesel Brothers empire are the trucks themselves. Every custom build is like a moving billboard, showing off their style and skill and helping the brand grow far beyond the TV screen. But the Diesel Brothers brand isn't just trucks. Over the years, they've created a whole world of products around that bearded skull. Fans who want to feel part of the Diesel Brothers lifestyle don't need to own a truck. They can pick up merch, parts, gear, and even grooming products from their websites. Shirts, boots, sunglasses, dog vests, keychains, you name it, they've put their stamp on it. One of the cleverest ideas? Their beard care line. Each cast member has their own formula for balms and beard stimulators, so fans can literally choose whose beard style they want to follow. It's fun, personal, and perfectly fits the brand's identity. They've also shared their story in a book called The Diesel Brothers, a truckin' awesome guide to trucks and life. Written by Heavy D and Diesel Dave. It gives a behind-the-scenes look at how they started, their early hustle, and how they built their business before cameras ever arrived. The book even shows old photos of the brothers without their famous beards, a glimpse that surprises many fans and makes the story feel real. Today, their online empire is massive. The main hub, dieselsellers.com, connects fans to 4 other specialty sites. Diesel Power Gear handles clothing and giveaways for X4. Anything focuses on off-road products. Sellers manages truck sales, and Legion Truck Armor offers protection gear and Patriot tires. Together, these sites serve all kinds of truck lovers, not just TV fans. Behind it all are 3 legal entities: Diesel Sellers, Diesel Power, and Sparks Motors, named after Heavy D's real name, David Sparks. Sparks Motors builds the trucks, Diesel Power handles merch, and Diesel Sellers acts as the umbrella company. Each part supports the others, creating a strong, multi-layered brand that reaches far beyond what viewers see on TV. What's even more impressive is how far their reach has spread. Sure, most of their audience is in the United States, but their site gets visitors from all over the world, from Canada and Brazil to India and France. They've racked up hits from more than 250 countries, showing just how universal the appeal of big, bold diesel trucks really is. But even with the way they grew their brand, what was found in their garage has raised plenty of eyebrows. So what exactly was discovered behind those doors? The shocking troubles inside their garage. For years, the Diesel brothers were seen as larger-than-life mechanics, builders of outrageous trucks, creators of viral videos, and stars of a hit television series. But behind the excitement, another story slowly began to surface. A story that fans didn't expect. A story that revealed troubling problems inside the Diesel brothers' garage. One of the most serious discoveries came from a series of lawsuits. These cases revealed that the team had been tampering with diesel engines, removing or altering emission systems, and selling trucks that violated environmental laws. The findings led to large fines and forced the shop to confront practices they would have preferred to keep out of public view. But the legal issues were only part of the picture. A second, more personal disappointment came from their highly advertised truck giveaways, a major part of the Diesel brothers brand. Each giveaway drew thousands of fans, hoping to drive away with one of the massive custom diesel machines they saw on TV. The idea sounded exciting: a dream truck built by famous mechanics given away to a lucky viewer. But behind the scenes, not every winner was getting a dream. On Reddit, one mechanic shared his experience working on 2 different Diesel brothers giveaway trucks. What he found was alarming. Beneath the polished paint and bright photos, the vehicles had hidden safety problems, bad wiring, brake and fuel lines routed incorrectly, and signs that corners had been cut during the build. The trucks looked impressive, but they were not built to last. They were described as pretty for pictures, and that's about it, needing major repairs just to be considered safe. This raised a painful question for many viewers. Were the giveaways built for quality or simply built for marketing? From a business standpoint, the giveaways made sense. The trucks looked expensive, but their actual cost was far below what a manufacturer would charge. Most of the trucks began as damaged or junked vehicles, rebuilt with aftermarket parts, some of which the Diesel brothers fabricated themselves. The show's budget covered much of the expense, and the promotional value, millions of views, and non-stop publicity were worth far more than the price of any single truck. But as more concerns surfaced, people started paying closer attention to the way the shop operated. There was also controversy when the Diesel brothers posted a video in Spanish while looking to hire a new painter. The intention was simple, but the reaction wasn't. The comment section was filled with xenophobic remarks. Heavy D stepped in publicly, saying that the hateful comments did not represent the majority of Americans, and insisting that his team respected immigration laws. It was a moment that showed how quickly things could spiral once the cameras were off and the internet took over. Then came another wave of criticism, questions about how the Diesel brothers sourced their parts. Some viewers claimed the crew was getting materials illegally. In reality, the team used a wide network of suppliers, including many junkyards. Without evidence, the accusations remained only rumors, and no charges were ever filed over illegally sourced parts. But perhaps the most controversial subject involved the Diesel brothers' connection to rolling coal, the practice of modifying diesel engines to release thick black smoke. Some of their videos and posts seemed to encourage it, and this drew the anger of environmental groups. Lawsuits claimed the Diesel brothers were selling exhaust parts designed to bypass emission systems and increase smoke output. However, no federal agency, including the Environmental Protection Agency, ever filed charges against them for selling such parts. The Diesel brothers later said in interviews that rolling coal wasn't cool and wasn't something they wanted to promote. Even so, the criticism stuck, and for many fans, it marked a turning point in how the show was viewed. The heartbreak in the Diesel brothers' story doesn't come from a single event. It comes from the gap between the image fans saw on TV and the complicated reality behind the shop doors. Their biggest trouble came from infamous legal battles, but what exactly were they sued for? Caught in the law. The Diesel brothers faced some of the most serious legal and financial troubles in their history. The turning point came in 2017 when a local environmental group, Utah Physicians for a Healthy Environment, filed a lawsuit against them. The group claimed the brothers had violated the Clean Air Act by modifying diesel trucks to produce more smoke and pollution than the law allowed. While some truck fans saw the black smoke as fun and entertaining, environmental experts warned it was a serious health risk. The lawsuit claimed that the Diesel brothers had removed or disabled emissions control systems on many of their custom trucks. These systems are required by federal law and are designed to limit the amount of harmful chemicals released into the air. Without them, a diesel engine can produce pollution at levels far beyond what is legally allowed. As part of the investigation, the Environmental Protection Agency tested one of the trucks built by the Diesel brothers team. The results were shocking. According to federal records, the truck produced emissions many times more than legal limits, proof that the custom modifications were not only illegal, but extremely harmful to the environment. In March 2020, after years of legal back and forth, a federal judge ruled against Heavy D, Diesel Dave, and their companies. The court found them responsible for hundreds of violations of the Clean Air Act. The final fine was enormous, $850 in penalties owed to the federal government and Davis County, Utah. For the Diesel brothers, this wasn't just a financial hit. It was a public blow to the image they had carefully built. The ruling confirmed that many of the trucks shown online and on television had been modified in ways that were illegal and highly polluting. But the trouble didn't stop there. The court ruling also placed strict restrictions on their business. They were legally barred from selling or installing any emissions defeat devices ever again. Every vehicle that left the shop had to meet federal standards. For a business built on extreme performance and custom power, this was a major setback. Behind the scenes, the company was struggling. Court documents later showed that the growing legal costs, fines, and reduced business income were taking a toll. By 2025, the financial strain was impossible to hide. Heavy D Sparks, the public face of the team, found himself in the spotlight again, this time for a very different reason. In October 2025, he was arrested after failing to pay the fines he still owed from the 2021 stage of the case. Though he was released shortly after, the incident confirmed what many already suspected. The legal battle had pushed the business to the edge. Not long after his release, Heavy D organized something fans never expected to see: a garage sale. Tools, equipment, parts, shop items, and even large pieces of machinery were put up for sale. To many viewers, it felt like a symbol of how far The once booming Diesel Sellers brand had fallen. Meanwhile, more information came out through court filings. Co-defendants openly admitted that the only reason the lawsuit was resolved was because they had paid their way out of it. Emails and testimony hinted that the business had been financially unstable for years, especially after the initial lawsuit. As all of this unfolded, the public's perception of the Diesel brothers changed. What once seemed like a fun, high-energy crew of truck builders now looked like a business caught cutting corners, ignoring laws and hiding behind entertainment. The lawsuits also brought attention to the safety of some of the vehicles they built. Earlier complaints, including stories from mechanics who worked on giveaway trucks, now appeared in a harsher light. If emission systems were being ignored, what else might have been overlooked? In the end, the Diesel brothers' downfall was not caused by a single decision, but by years of choices that added up over time. Illegal modifications, missed warnings, ignored regulations. And finally, the weight of legal consequences is too big to escape. Today, the Diesel brothers' story stands as a reminder that even the loudest engines can go silent when the truth catches up. Their rise was fast, their fame was big, and their builds were unforgettable. But the fallout exposed a very different picture, one where the search for power led them down a path that cost them their money, their reputation, and the trust of many of their fans. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.